Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you saw my video last time, you know I had a 2000 Ford F-150, and that truck I sold 3 weeks ago, and 2 days ago I bought another F-150. Let's take a look. This is my 2005 Ford F-150. Let's take a look inside. Now we take a look. It's really bad. See the seats torn, floor, stain. Man, missing a radio. Those seats are really terrible. It's a working truck. The people don't care. And, let's see the back. The back seats, not too bad, but you can see the stain. Really disgusting. Smell really bad. Passenger side. The foam is gone, so I need to get go to junkyard to get a used one. If I can't find it, I probably have to buy online, buy a new one. Looks really horrible. It smells bad as well. Let's take a look at the engine bay. So when I bought it, it had a misfire code. It was a number 4, really at the back, the last one. So at the beginning, it shows the coil issue. So unplug the coil wire and put it back on. It still has the same code. So after drive a while, and the code changed to a misfire code. The next day when I got the truck, I checked each coil and the spark plugs. I cleaned each coil and re-gapped the spark plugs, 8 of them, and I cleaned the throttle body. And the truck now running smooth. So I have to clean the engine bay later. But mechanical wise, it's very good. I also did the oil change, and transmission fluids is like new. See, it's like new. Oh yeah, I also cleaned the PCV valve as well. The 2 spots has an oil leak. One is the valve cover gasket on passenger side at the back. It's developing a small leak, and another leak is a kind of a major leak. It's underneath of the truck. It's called a oil filter housing gasket. So if you see a leakage around the oil pan, don't just replace the oil pan gaskets, and go to check your oil filter housing gasket. It's very common to leak on those Fords 4.6 and 5.4. So check that out first. I've ordered the parts already, so I'm going to show you how to do it. Yes, inside the truck, and let's take a look. Let's see the mileage. $139,000 miles on those trucks. Is not bad mileage. No check engine code. Everything's running good. Start it. Running smooth. And we're missing a radio, so I'm going to find a used one. And the problem with the side mirror switch, when turn on, it's not moving. Same that side. It's not moving. So I kind of know what happened. Maybe the fuse and the wire. So I have to check there, the fuse box first. I'm going to find out later. And also, the lights, the dome lights not working. And this one is working. But when I open the door, it's not turned on. So I guess it's all related with the switch, the mirror switch. So I'm going to find out later. Oh yeah, another thing, it's very common. Those trucks, it's supposed has a adjustment lever, and it's missing. So I got one from junkyard. So I'm going to replace it and just push in and hook it. So yeah, when I bought it, I tried to adjust it. I couldn't find it. So then later I checked on the Google. Then I found that there's a common issue, like it's very easy to come off loose. So yeah, right now I'm going to install this steering wheel adjust lever. Basically just like push in and like pull out, and they will click in. So let's do it. The square part, that one. So I'm going to put the lever and on the top of it, and then pull out. So I'm going to show you how to do it. And let me try. I have to put down the phone. So I guess I have to remove this panel to do it. It's not much room to do it in here. So let's do it. Now with the panel off, so I have a little bit more room to do it. So it's on there now, so I can put down and go up and down. Up and down, it's good. One thing has been fixed. Next one, it's really dirty, and this cover is missing. That's actually at the back, so I'm going to glue back. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, next thing I'm going to get this car clean and fix all the issues. Let's do it.
The next morning.
Now as you can see, I removed all the seats, front seats and the center console. See how dirty it is. I just try to clean up. And yeah, and one thing, the back seat cover, really pain in the ass to move it. You have to put a hand, go around and push this plastic piece, then you just lift it up. Man, it's hard to do. I spent like an hour at least to figure it out. But yeah, I'm going to remove this bench seats as well. And the one bolt there, this one's difficult to remove. I removed all the bolts there, the nuts there. That's the only bolts there. And this one, I believe, is hold on the button. See this one? So it's a long one. It's hard to remove it, but I'm going to remove it. If you can't remove it, I just leave it the way it is, and I unbolt the seat belt so I can remove the floor mat, and I go to deep clean it. And this morning I just realized there's some water in there, so maybe the window didn't close when they parked in the parking lot. So I have to lift up to see what's the damage underneath. Man, it's very difficult to do it. It's hard work. So far, I've removed the seats, front seats, and the door panel, or the door step trim, and the back seat. Yeah, this is like really hard to move it. So how dirty it is. I'm going to clean it. So let's keep doing.
1 hour later.
Now I have removed the floor mat. So dirty. And I also just vacuumed the bottom of the floor mat. It was dirty too. Now it's much better. So I still need clean it. Use water to clean it, rinse a little bit. I still need to clean it. Like see the mud, it's kind of wet around the edge. There's some water in there, so I'm going to tomorrow I'm going to use the water to clean it a little bit, and then blow it to dry. So that's for the day. Man, I have to say it's very hard to do it.
The next day.
It's the day 2. Today I'm going to clean the floor mat and also clean the floor, and some you can see some dust, and I'm going to blow it and I use the water to clean it. See all those dust? Yeah, I'm going to clean that. And also yesterday I went to a junkyard and I find the 2 bottom of the seat. That's the best I can find it. Still a little bit torn, and just a little bit here. But I compare with the original one, the one I was on the truck, much better. The foam was like gone. So I'm gonna clean it and then replace it. Let's do it. Now after vacuum, I'm going to use some cleaning stuff and clean the floor, rub it. So take a last look. Okay, let's do it. Well, this is the best thing I can do. It's much cleaner than before, but still has some stain. I can't remove it, but overall it's not bad, huh? Just leave it dry for a couple of days. Man, it's very hard to do it. I prefer the vinyl floor, much easier. The center console, the seat belt, it's really disgusting. It's maybe like a coffee or something. Stain. So dirty. I'm going to clean it now. Yeah. Looks like a coffee or tea stain. Let's clean it. I just soak a little bit and see. Yuck. Now I'm going to fix the leaking oil issues. I've already removed the oil filter and the tray underneath. So actually there's a gasket between the oil filter housing. It's leaking. So if you guys see the truck leaking oil, especially around the rear main seal area, check that gasket first. Check that gasket first. If that's leaking, then that's why. So I'm going to replace it. So now I've already removed the oil filter. I'm going to remove the coolant hose, 2 of them, one from the reservoir. So let's do it. Now this is the part you need. Okay, so it says like a 97 to 03, but I mean, you can use an 05, no problem. So let's do it. Now I couldn't remove the hose. I don't have its angle is like a little bit tricky, so I'm going to lose 4 bolts and the leaf drain. So after all the coolant come out, so I can take down the filter housing with the hose. So that's the only way I can do right now. Just leave the drain, because the clamp angle is kind of up above the top, so there's not much room I can remove the clip. So just leave the drain. Now I have removed the oil filter housing. As you can see, this is the old one. Obviously gasket is not good. It's flat. It's flat, and this is I don't know what's wrong with this one. Seems damaged or torn. That's why it cause a leaking. Okay. Let's install that one. So before I install it, I have to just clean it and then remove all the debris and oil, and then put it back in new one. Man, it's hard. See this clamp, the face up, it's very hard to remove it. So I might just replace this one with the fastener, the screw type one, not this one, because when I put it back, it will be difficult again. So, whew. Now I have cleaned the oil filter housing. It's much better now. Much better. So, yeah, clean the surface. It's flat, so I can put a gasket on. And the tray, I cleaned it and see. Oh, disgusting stuff. Oil mixed with the dust. Disgusting. It's much better now, huh? So let's put it back on. Before I put it back on, I have to blow the water out of this sensor, otherwise it will get corrosion. Okay, let's do it. Now it's all done, nice clean. Man, it was difficult. So now I remove the clip, the radiator hose clip downward. So next time it will be easier to do it. Hopefully I won't do that second time. Okay, that's the job done. And I use a brake cleaner and spread it a bit. So just leave it dry. Okay, job done. Oil leaking problem fixed.
Later.
Well, the other day after I put a new coolant in the system, and when I turn on the heat, there's no heat come out. So I thought like the blender actuator may be broken, and I remove it. Everything's fine, and then I checked I thought maybe the switch. So I remove the switch, clean the inside, still not working. So today I do a final test and clean everything, put it back, and actually the blender actuator is working. It's good, and the switch is good too. And then I thought maybe the heat core clogged. So I start the car, and when the car reaches the operating temperature, and I'll show you. Okay, and this is the heat core inlet. So this is a heat core hose. The coolant, hot coolant goes this hose to the heat core, and then this hose. And this hose will come out to the heat core. So that's the kind of circle. So when the car reaches the operating temperature, and I touch this hose, it's hot, and this one is still cold. So they suppose at same temperature. This is hot. This is not much. So I guess the heat core has clogged. So I'm going to flush it right now. Let's do it. Another garden hose to flush it. Clean it up.
Later.
So when you turn the wheel, you can hear the clunk noise. Here. Let's do that again. Can you hear it? Sounds really bad, huh? But I know what's wrong with it. Let's find out. Okay, did you see the swing bar link? The bushing is gone. That's why it makes noise. The bushing is gone. And that's the other side. The passenger side is not too bad, and only this side. That's why when I turn left, it makes clunk clunk noise. So it sounds like a ball joint, something like that, serious, but actually just the swing bar link. So I got the parts. I'm going to replace it. So it should be difficult, but I'm going to replace both sides. So I bought this from Amazon. It's the new one. So I'm going to replace it. Okay, let's do it. So to remove it, that's a 15 millimeter nut, and I have to get a wrench 15 as well. The 15 wrench, and hold it, and then unbolt the top. Let's do it. Okay, one side hold on the bottom, and the top loose the nut. The bottom one is the 18 millimeter. Again, hold it. Okay, passenger side. So for the bottom side, if you use the 18 socket to remove it, it's going to spin, so it won't come out. So what am I going to? What I did is, like, I used this 5/16 socket and hold the bottom one exactly fit, and use the you can use the 18 millimeter wrench and to lose it, but I don't have it. I just use this one to lose it, so it works. Or you can hold the 18 nut and just use this 5/16 and spin it. It eventually will come out. Okay. Let's see. Okay, come out easily. So the problem now, what's it called, the swing bar, couldn't lift up. So I'm going to jack up the truck, and then the low control arm will coming down a little bit, so I can remove it. Right now I can't do it. I can't lift it. So let's do it. Okay, with the car lift up, so I have a more space, and I remove this out. So let's put a new one in. This is a new one. So it goes this way. Now it's all down. I just need to get a grease gun, put some grease into it. So job done.
A few moments later.
No more clunky noise. Problem fixed.
Nice.
So it's been quite a few days because the holiday season. I didn't do much work, and finally I got this truck ready for sale. And totally around like 3 weeks from the beginning to finish. It's quite a lot of work to do it. So basically, like you saw the video, I cleaned the whole truck, and also I did a brake flush, a coolant flush, and I replaced some missing items from the junkyard, and everything seems okay, and the truck drives smoothly, no problem, and the clunk noise has been gone after I replaced the swing bar link, and also I fixed the oil leaking issue, so there's no more leaks. And the valve cover gasket seems okay. It's just a little bit of oil. It's not a major leak. And actually, when I wipe it, it's clean, no leak. So it's only the oil filter housing gasket that caused the leaking. So I fixed that problem. It's no more leaking now. For the side mirror switch, actually it wasn't the fuse or wires. Actually, it's the switch itself. It's gone bad, so I went to junkyard about a used one, and it works fine, no problem at all. And also the dome lights, it just burned bulbs, so I replaced the 2 bulbs. Everything's fine now, so problem solved. It's nice. It's a good, nice working truck, and I want to keep it, but I have too many cars. I can't keep it. So next week I'm going to send this truck to a public auction and see how much profit I can make it. As you can see, I have another project, so it'll be for my next video. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching. See you next time.